Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Here at the Palace on the Prairie, you know this is one of the most iconic stadiums in all of college football. Gaylord family, Oklahoma Memorial Stadium gets rocking for the Sooners. They have got so many loyal fans. You know they bleed crimson and cream here. They are excited after a 10-win season last year, and these fans can't wait to get it started again. Nice.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Huskers ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll run this play from the pistol. Reads it, fires complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Mateer. Got his man. At the 35, he's loose. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You might just think that dude's a power back, but what a great job coming out of the backfield, becoming a wide receiver, and then guess what? When he gets in the open field, that's not a lot of fun to try to bring to the ground. That's a big boy.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Robinson. Here's a little room there. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in. And I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know the anger, the animosity, all the stuff that comes with these rivalry games, you need your running back to set the tone and have a great game.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Snagged out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Third and 6 yards to go. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in, it's Thomas. Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand, they're blitzing, they're coming. See it, take advantage.
There's a crease. Rumbles all the way down to the 6-yard line before it goes out of bounds, and he gives them a 1st and goal.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You've just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
The Sooners will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They want to run this quarterback. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Sooners!
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays. And on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. It's complete on the right side. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The Huskers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, and one of the big stories for Nebraska, as we know in the offseason, is Matt Rhule having to find a new quarterback. They thought they had the guy in Dylan Raiola. He was one of the top-ranked guys coming out of high school a few years ago, and really they saw him as the future of the program. Obviously, David, he's now out in Eugene, Oregon, and so it's a new face under center in this offense. They've got a lot of weapons, but a lot riding on this new signal caller offensively.
And they're just waiting to take that next step, right? Nebraska fans have been excited, and they've had some good spots to their teams over the past couple years. They just need that trigger man. And is this the guy? Is this the guy that can take the offense to the next level? Raiola had some good moments, but the consistency, game in, game out, that they need from the quarterback spot to bring them back to what they used to be. And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got a little grass. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play. That was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on 3rd down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Cornhuskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The give from the gun. Fighting off the defender. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, the attempt is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Wide receiver comes in motion. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Moving out to the right. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it set up on the outside. Could not make his way to the corner.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
To the air. It's Calandria. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but
Really nice third down sub defense there at that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Not a chance. Missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Well, that's now the second missed field goal for this kicker, and I'll tell you this, you can't blame the weather for all this. This is a beautiful day. He needs to do better executing these field goals.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive reason. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now, and they just got to make more plays.
They'll run play action. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. They're down to one timeout left in the half. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? They're working that left side. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw it again. Under fire. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8-ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Now facing a third and long. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Throws to the tight end. Got his man. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. To the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Harris. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Complete in the middle. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Using his feet, he bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Finds his big tight end. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. Off play action. Buying some time as he moves left. And the ball's free in the backfield. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. What a disappointment. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
From the gun, the ground game. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Notre Dame taking on the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. And it's the Fighting Irish looking to bounce back from the Game 1 loss. They lead here in the first half. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Makes the catch. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
With the defense playing zone coverage there, they're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
But man, that's another drive for this offense where it's frustration. You're looking to the sidelines, there's not a lot of juice, man. They haven't been able to get going and put drives together and score points. They've got to find something because this game's starting to creep along and they really need to make something happen.
Makes a move. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. There he goes. Got enough for the first. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
The Sooners, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Hey, take it. Return. Ready, go.
To the air, it's Mateer. Quick completion on the out. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They go right back. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. And that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Now on the move. Maybe a crease. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Runs into a wall, they'll give him one out to the 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Huskers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake. He's moving out of the pocket. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23.
You know, on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Looking downfield on first down. Lets it fly. Holds it in on the left. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. It's a seam wide open. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Huskers trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Makes the grab on the left. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. See if they can get it done on second and goal. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Trying to pound it in. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. They desperately need to get the score here on third and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations. With this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
He's looking to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did. That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Xavier again. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. A little release to the back. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the 4th quarter, they barely have 100 yards back.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
The number 1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. He's shoved out of bounds right at the 6-yard line as they were able to at least keep him out of the end zone.
It's going to be interesting to see how the defense is going to try to defend these jet sweeps moving forward. They have got to have bodies in the perimeter of the field with their eyes looking at these receivers in motion because they can hand it off to them at any time.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run the option. Quarterback keep. Touchdown Sooner! Great job by the back on the option.
After that amazing performance in Week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
To bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. The Cornhuskers want to move quickly.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Back to pass, it's Calandria. Dumps it to the back. This time it's complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Wants to throw on first down. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. He'll set up to throw. And the third down pass is incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You've got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Still looking, on the move. Kept it, and he's past the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
To the air, it's Calandria. Picked off to stop the threat. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Ballmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident, David. They were able to